All right, Shalom. I want to give our praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle, elders, great millstone of well. Peace and salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This your brother Tazma Deborah coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And through the spirit, wanting to do a real brief lesson. Hey, through the spirit, just got to lay back off this incident that's taking place in Minnesota, man. Now we're hearing, far as they might deploy the National Guard versus the ICE. And then you got this thing going on with the mail carriers that's receiving letters telling them that they might carry the letters and their essentials with them to let them know, far as due to probably curfews and stuff that could be taking place. And they said this haven't took place since 2020, man. So I'm gonna play this, play the other video, and then I'm gonna pull up the letter I took a screenshot of and let you see it. But we're currently in these times where they could be shutting this shit down very, very soon, man. Year 2026 is starting off with a bang, man. Hey, more chaos and more sedition and more, police state is being implemented here in the latter days, man. So I'm gonna play this, and this is the copyright disclaimer under the section 107. Fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm not using this for any monetary gain. I'm using this for educational purposes only. And then this the Governor Walz, Tim Walz, which he's her brothers know about his freaky ass, that's all nothing but a big ass psyop that's taking place, man. Cause when you go and look what's going on, it's nothing but a major psyop that's taking place, man. But because all these governors, these mayors, they're all trying to set up this new world order, man. So this is the Governor Walz, and I'm going to let him speak.
From the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough. There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard. We have soldiers in training and prepared to be deployed if necessary. I remind you, a warning order is a heads up for folks. And these National Guard troops are our National Guard troops. They're teachers in your community, they're business owners, they're construction professionals. They are Minnesotans. Minnesota will not allow our community to be used as a prop in a national political fight.
So boom, there you have it, man. The nation divided against himself. That's in the Bible. The Egyptians divided against himself, man. You got the feds with the ICE about to be basically against the National Guard if they had to deploy them. They let them know. They let them know if they had to deploy the National Guard, they want you up out of there, man. That's the times we're coming into: sedition, civil unrest. We're coming into a chaotic scenarios here in the latter days. This is all the will that we have by Shemal Shah. And this is off TikTok. I took a screenshot, but this was the other day. It says the United States Postal Services on January the 5th, 2026. It says Postal Service employees continue to provide essential services. And they said they haven't issued this since 2020. And we already know what happened in 2020. And they says, I'm going to just read the first. It says, background: during the large scale and emergencies, epidemics, hurricanes, and civil unrest. Civil unrest. They know that something major is coming. They said they haven't had to use these letters due to, the 2020. So they're saying civil unrest. States and authorities may issue curfew orders or other directives restricting travel and other commercial and personnel activities. So come on, man. Come on. We're current. They're telling you in so many ways that something major is coming down the pipe. Some catastrophic event or some event where they're going to be shutting this shit down. That's the times we're coming into, man. That's the times we're coming into. So I'm going to play the other video and let this guy speak on that.
Restrictions. Real quick, just to give everyone a heads up, federal employees, particularly mail carriers, have been issued a letter from the post office. That's right. This letter states that they should start carrying around all of their documentation in case their travel has been restricted. That's right. I'm not joking. Look it up. If you're a federal employee from the post office, you can confirm this. Post office employees have been sent a letter, which was also a similar letter sent out during COVID, okay, that they need to start carrying on their person their documentation in case of travel restrictions. Their documentation in case of travel restrictions. Postal workers with possible travel restrictions. Real quick, just to give.
Yeah, because what could happen? That place that was going on in Minnesota, they could try to issue the Insurrection Act and push forth martial law. That's the times we're coming into, man. We're coming into some very, very serious times. You got to think they got the case going on with today with Donald Trump, as far as what took place with the tariffs. That could be pushed back, but that's taking place if they'll find a court to find if that was a legal or illegal. If it's illegal, that's $600 billion have to be paid back, which will cripple the economy. So they have to keep you distracted with things like that that's going on, man. It's a lot of stuff going on. You got the stuff with Venezuela. You got the AI technology that's been implemented throughout society. You got all these jobs, job cuts. You got a lot of stuff going on in Babylon that the people, they're not be able to keep up with it. But guess who's keeping up with it? The men of the Lord, the watchmen, the standing upon a high tower. We're paying attention to everything that's going on. Nothing gets by the prophets, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shah. Nothing gets by the prophets. If another brother ain't got it, if I ain't got it, another brother got it. If that brother ain't got it, another brother got it. But all brothers is focused on prophecy, because why? We're doing the will of Yahweh by Shema Shah. And the Lord said, well, occupy till I come. Brothers occupying themselves in this ministry by standing upon that watchtower, because we clearly see that this thing is about to crash any day now. Any week, any day, any week, any month. Something major is coming, and we're going to keep warning you, Negro, Latin, Native American, Hispanics, that you need to be setting your house in order, because the time of Jacob's trouble is at hand. It's here. It's about to continue to get worse and worse. And year 2026 just popped off. Ain't been a full week yet, and the shit started popping off. He's going crazy. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. This is all the will of Yahweh by Shema Shah. We barely 9 days into 2026, and it's been popping off, man. And it's only going to continue to get worse, man. So let's jump straight into it. I'm not gonna really make this too long. This is matter of fact, I start here. Book of 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 14, and I'm pretty sure y'all be like, oh, y'all bring these scriptures out all the time, because guess what? Repetition. Because you got to meditate on this. This is coming, man. This is coming. Regardless if we bring it out all the time. 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, Revelation 12 and 12. These scriptures are coming. We're letting you know these is coming. It's going to be a reality check very soon, man. 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 14. Woe means destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe is coming to the shores of America, man. It's coming. It's on. You can't deny it. The high tensions with war, the economy crashing, a lot of things is going on with civil unrest throughout society. Pestilence and food scarcity is at its all-time high. So we're clear in the time of the Lord is about to bring destruction upon Babylon the Great. It says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand. Is that already been, brewed up in Minnesota? It's been brewed up. Brothers, hey, if you ain't seen the movie Bushwick, you need to watch it. If you ain't seen the movie Bushwick, you need to watch it. That scenarios is going to be taking place throughout society, where there's going to be a division, and there's going to be different militaries stationed out to do that's doing orders from your government to siege certain cities. That's coming. Then martial law and civil unrest, that's coming too. We're here. It says, for there should be sedition among men evading one another. That's coming, man. We're here. They're already issuing out, warnings with the postal service that carry your essentials with you due to travel restrictions that may be coming. Is that the same thing that already took place in 2020? Why? Because that was a prelude of times we're coming into, man. Getting you prepared to what's about to take place when they really start shutting these cities down, man. They're going to start shutting these cities down. You're going to have checkpoints. You're going to have travel restrictions, curfews. That's coming. And it says they should not regard their kings or princes in the course of their actions or stand in their power. These people going to fucking lose it when they crash this shit, when they cut the lights off, when they really brings travel restrictions in these various cities, when they do a major event and take out a lot of people. That's coming. This the times we in, man. I know a lot of people don't want to take heed to it, but guess what? When it hit, you're going to know that a prophet has been amongst you, man. Ezekiel 33rd chapter, 33rd verse, man. Then you're going to know that a prophet was amongst you. Because we be on the highways and hedges warning you week in and week out on the internet, warning you, telling you that the times we're coming into, they're going to shut this shit down. They're going to have travel restrictions, curfews, like lack of food, lack of resources. Scarcity at its all-time high, which is going to lead to people doing all types of crimes, man, taking matters in their own hand. That's the times we're coming into. It said, man should desire and go into the city should not be able, man. Is that not what he's saying with the Postal Service? Preparing them to, there might be travel restrictions coming weeks ahead or months ahead. Why? Due to the state of the world, man. And it says, because the pride of the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, and man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. That's the times we're coming. It's going to be scarcity, a lack of resources. Electricity scarcity might be a EMP event, might be, foreign troops invading. Who knows? But they're already warning their workers that something's coming due to the state of the world. Prepare yourself for travel restrictions. That's coming. We can clearly see that this devil is laying a trap. This is Luke chapter 19, verse 43. And this is speaking on the time of 70 AD, but you can apply this to today, because as the scripture says in Romans 15:4, the things is written for times, written for our learning. You can apply that today, what's going on that took place back in the ancient world, and apply that to today, what Esau Edom's doing now in modern and so-called modern form. This is Luke chapter 19:43. Verse 43, for the day shall come upon thee, then thy enemy shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee round about and keep thee in on every side. And that's what? Travel restrictions. That's the times we're coming into. They already see the rise of the AI technology. You already see them already pushing forth this year, the rise of this beast system. You got Elon Musk saying that we're going to start, pushing more commercials and making it more mainstream with Neuralink. What is Neuralink? The implantable device within your forehead, man. Your metapon. Fulfilling what? Revelation 13:16 and verse 17. Come on, man. We here. The times is getting more and more serious with a lot of you Jakes. Hey, you're going to have to put that old man off, man. You're going to have to really see that, hey, things is going to continue to get worse. Nothing's good is coming to the shores of America, man. This is the book of 2 Esdras chapter 16. And I'll read verse 49 and jump down. Matter of fact, let me see. The 2 Esdras chapter 16 and verse 39, it says, even shall not the plagues be slack to come on the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come up on every side. And you see, man, like we've been saying, every week, every day, it's something major taking place, man. It's something major taking place. Like Apostle Tahar did a lesson the other day. It's years when things don't happen, and it's weeks when years happen. And then what he's saying on that is it's years when little events take place, but it's weeks when major events take place, and that can be a dramatic shift of the world. And I hope I said it right, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. Because the things have been sped up, the days have been sped up for the elect's sake, or no flesh be saved. Yahweh Shah spake of that. Matthew the 24th chapter. And we're seeing the days have been sped up more and more, because we're seeing that the most high, Yahweh Bashim Shah, is forcing Esau Edom's hand. His time is short. And it says, oh, my people, hear my word and make you ready to the battle. Because guess what? If you Esau is waging war with you, Jakes, man. This ice and shit like that. He's waging war against you tribes. And guess what? He's waging war with the American citizens anyway, because he's gradually setting up this new world order. He's gradually taking away the old system and implementing a new system, man. So you're going to start seeing more chaotic events taking place so they can usher in this new world order, man. I did a lesson a couple months ago. Control chaos, order out of chaos. All these things that he wants to implement, he's doing it right now. And guess what? That's even coming against the men of the Lord. All these legislations, that's coming against anything that's opposed against this new system that they're about to implement, man. And you best believe the men of the Lord, guess what? They're fully focused on coming against us, but they have to be very strategic on the way they got to do it, man. And it says, oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. And in those evils mean bad times. And we're clearly in bad times, man. If you have any common sense, any spirit of discernment, and look around, you can clearly see it's already starting to get bad out here, even worse than 2025. And it says, be even pilgrims upon the earth. A pilgrim is someone that's seeking the holy place. And that's the mindset of the elect, seeking the Lord. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding should be the stability of thy times. The strength, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Roughly paraphrasing. Stability means keeping us stable, and that's this word, this ministry. That's what's going to keep us stable in the times we're coming into, man. Because we're coming into some uncharted territories here in the latter days where the Lord is really about to test our faith more than ever, man. Because he's really about to get us this is old Assyrian full charge to come down with wrath upon our people, man. And the state of the world, man. Because why? Esau, Edom's at his wit's end. This is the end of his world, man. As the scripture says, what? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of that follow the world. That world right there goes the world of Eon, which end of an age. We're seeing the end of this man's system. As you read in Revelation 20, verse 1 down to verse 3, he only had this little season through the Renaissance to rebuild. And now you're seeing now he's at his wit's end. You're seeing a transition. So within this transition, before peace, it's got to be chaos, death, destruction. That's what's coming, man. Let's jump down. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, verse 70. It says, for there should be in every place in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And guess what? He's going to come down with great wrath upon those that fear the Lord. He has all these legislations and things in place to come against those that are speaking out against the ways of America. That's what he already implemented in September. He's already pushing these out in various cities. I think the lady got arrested for protesting against something would do to America, which that could have been a psyop. Who knows with Esau? But at the end of the day, he's already doing these things so he can come against the men of the Lord, man. He's already using AI to alter our videos and have us saying things that we're not saying. So we already see what he's doing. He's trying to hurry up and come against the men of the Lord and get us out the way. Why? Because he's been exposed at an all-time high. Esau has been exposed. He can't hide himself anymore. It's too much exposure going out on these Edomites, man. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to come against the men of the Lord. So you best believe when they implement these travel restrictions and more draconian laws, there's going to be more laws on those that's against the American system, which they already implemented, but they're going to start enforcing it. It says, and they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. And that's the times we're coming into, man. We're in those times, man, where they're going to outlaw the Bible. They're going to get rid of our teachings on the internet. That's going to implement what? Amos 8 and 11, the famine of the word. The famine of the word is very, very close. That's why we tell a lot of you jakes, man, you better get this word while you can, because this is very time sensitive. This is very, very time sensitive, man. And a lot of you jakes, you better understand what you're involved in. This is very serious business, man. This ain't for boys. This is for men. Because you got to understand, you might have to lay your life down for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's something we all have to understand when you come to this truth, that it's not about us anymore. It's about doing the will of the Lord, bearing your cross as Yahweh did, man. And it says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out in the houses. And that's when they're going to implement the martial law, that police state. They're going to be grabbing people up, taking them out their houses, taking your goods and taking your ass to a FEMA camp. If you don't want to get down with the new system, that's the times we're coming into, man. That's the times we're coming into. And it's getting very, very serious. And it says, then thou should be known who are my chosen, and they should be tried as gold and fire. And that's who you're going to know who's doing the will of the Lord and who the Lord is dealing with in those times, who's going to have their integrity and stand for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The scriptures say, I reserve 7,000 men that will not bow down the knee to the image of Baal, man. And that's the system that's coming. The Lord has his men reserved for the times we're coming into that's not going to give in to the new system. They're going to lay their lives down for the Lord no matter what, man. We're coming. We're here. And it's only going to continue to get very, very serious out here, man. The games, the playing around, the bullshit, that shit is over with. Esau Edom is coming down with great wrath because he knoweth he had but a short time. So, Apparatus, our Lord willing, this lesson/update was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You clearly see what's going on in Minnesota. You clearly see that they're already issuing warnings to the U.S. Postal as far as travel restrictions and things like that. So we might be seeing something major taking place very, very soon in the city near you, man. So, Apparatus our Lord willing, lesser Zedifine. I want to close it out by saying, call, hello, Yamla, Yahweh, by Hashem Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle elders, great millstone of Ruel. Peace and salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.